In this video, I'll go over configurable workflow settings and how to publish your first draft. Before you start, you should have already created a workflow draft with a web form, a PDF, and signer's customizations. If you haven't created and configured a workflow yet, check out our other tutorials first to learn how. You can typically access your workflow settings by clicking on the Settings tab in the top toolbar. However, since this is my very first draft and I haven't published my workflow yet, I can also access my settings by clicking here, which is typically where the Publish button is. The setting page allows you to manage general, signature, white label, and more workflow settings. Let's go over each of these sections in detail. The general settings allow you to update your workflow's name, slug, submission name, and output setting. The name of submissions can be populated with the information from a web form field, a literal value, or a JavaScript expression for further customization. If your workflow contains multiple documents, you can choose to merge all the documents into a single file before the document is presented to your signers or other end users by clicking on this checkbox. Depending on your signer settings, Anvil will automatically notify your signers via email when it's their turn to sign. The signature settings allow you to customize those emails. Similar to submission name, signature email subject lines can be populated with a value from a web form, a literal value, or a JavaScript expression. While the body of signature emails are preset, you can add additional information to the body by entering your custom text here. Jumping ahead here, when a workflow submission is completed, Anvil will automatically send completion notifications to people within your organization. You can determine who receives these messages by configuring these settings. You may also want to send completion notifications to these users for test submissions by clicking on this checkbox. The workflow setting page also supports the Anvil custom plan features, such as white label settings, automatic workflow, and automatic submission locking. You can customize the look and feel of your workflow by adding your custom CSS style sheet here. These two sections allow you to set automatic workflow and submission locking. Locking a workflow prevents any new submissions from being created. Locking workflow submissions prevents any in-progress submissions from being edited or completed after the specified time has passed. You can also customize and preview the message that users see when they attempt to access a locked workflow or submission. If you plan to embed your workflow in your own website or app, you can grab the embed URL here. Once your workflow settings are customized to your liking, you're ready to publish your first draft. Don't worry if your draft isn't perfect. You can always make more changes in the future. To publish, click on the Publish button. Generally, I recommend writing descriptive publish notes so that you know what changes are made in each version of your workflow. However, since this is my first version, I'll just write V1. Now I can publish my workflow. Congratulations! With that, you've published your first workflow. In the next video, I'll show you how to test your workflow end-to-end before you start collecting submissions.